Hello and welcome back to Overthinking Gamer. I'm back with Clam Man 2 Open Mic. This is just a prologue for the game. It was free, so I went ahead and got it. And I have not played the original first one. I didn't know there was a first one. I actually just realized this was number 2 as I was getting ready for this. But if I like it enough, I might play the full thing, the original and this one. We'll see. Here we go. Mara Frost, Team Clam. What a team name. Clam Man 2, Open Mic. Form Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise Automated Employee Evaluation Form JS34B. Click anywhere to continue. What? The form on the desk in front of you. That's what it says. That's a strange name. As far as the form names go, it's fairly normal. At the very least, it's not as odd as TP8490 or RTGF18 or 188B. Oh man, those are actual form names? Psh, what a couple of losers. Anyway, you're getting off track. You've already read the title and you're already getting distracted. That's me. Okay, what else does it say? Welcome to your evaluation, employee number blank. Don't worry, this will be quick. This will be very brief. We're just taking a quick quarterly moment to reestablish relationship with Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. I wasn't even aware that I had a relationship with Snacky Bay. What? I remember it's been a while. Oh, nice. More corporate speak. I wasn't even aware that I had a relationship with Snacky Bay. What? Of course you do. You've been at this company for years. You two have a long, rich history together. We do? I don't remember any of that. Not to worry, I'll fill you in and then you fill me in. No, I don't want that. Yeah, please phrase it differently next time. This game gets me. 4 years ago, more or less, you almost single-handedly stopped a horrible conspiracy set in motion by Snacky Bay Mayor King and the mob. What? Are you serious? The mayor, the mob, and this company produces mayonnaise? Yep, you were fired for like 2 days and spent them snooping around. Clues, puzzles, lots and lots of talking. Some might even say too much talking, not enough snooping. You never have too much talking. It was only thanks to your wit and deductive reasoning along with a duck that you managed to crack the case and bring justice to the villains. A duck? The Duck of Truth, the vigilante hero of Snacky Bay. The hero that Snacky Bay needs. What if I do it again? No, it just does the same thing. Okay. Heck yeah, my man. After that, your best friend Pete, who honestly kind of betrayed you, ended up as the CEO of the company. You got a minor promotion. It's better like this. Nepotism looks bad. This way, no eyebrows were raised. I guess. All right, I think I'm up to speed. Let's move on. I assure you, this won't take long. For this evaluation, we'll be asking you to initially state some important information about yourself and then provide us with a truthful and honest estimation of your skills and abilities. Okay. What is your name? I mean, Clam Man is pretty good, I gotta say. Clam Man. What is your position at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise? I sit at a desk and sell mayonnaise 9 hours a day. It's riveting. For some reason, the ink in your pen doesn't take to the form. The form must be sarcasm proof. Sarcasm proof? Oh, this form isn't gonna like me. My middle name is Sarcasm. Senior Sales Representative. Great job filling in these 2 fields. Your enthusiasm and ability to follow instructions are highly valued skills here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. Speaking of skills, let's move on to the next part of the evaluation. Using numeric values, give us your own impression of your skills. And remember, please don't overestimate yourself. Alright, let's do it. What would you say is your strongest skill? Aqua Dynamics? I'm gonna go with detection. I'm pretty detection in Detection set to 70 out of 100, plus 4. Fantastic. Your observational skills are a valuable asset to this company. Almost as valuable as your ability to spend 10 hours a day doing menial repetitive tasks. Form 2. What about your second highest skill? I kind of want to go with 4. First one was 70. This one is 55. Next one is going to be 45, and the lowest will be 30. You'll be able to go back and edit them before you make your final choice anyway. I didn't know that. High detection, baby. Sometimes you can deduce things through space and time. Sometimes your logic gets so high, you'll be able to see patterns that aren't even there. That doesn't sound very logical. That's probably true. After all, you're the expert, Chief. What about your second highest skill? I don't know what aqua dynamics is. Honestly, I go with improv. Great. You revalue your ability to think on your feet here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise, even when you sit down all day. What skill of yours could use some improvement? Oh, self-awareness first. That's just fine. After all, an employee who thinks of others is a distracted employee. Finally, what is your greatest weakness? Aqua dynamics, I guess. While we regret having learnt this, we would like to congratulate you for your ability to handle a pencil and this form. Please try to hand it in before you inevitably tear it apart or set it on fire. And that's all your skills estimated. To confirm this, we're going to need your signature at the bottom of the page. Is the following information correct? Sure, yep, that sounds about right. Well done. You've successfully managed to answer a number of questions about yourself. This information will be processed and checked for discrepancies by an AI far superior to yourself. I gotta try flipping the form. There seems to be a number of simple instructions on the other side of the form. Well, I'll read them. Interacting with people can be tricky, but as long as you understand the two different types of skill checks, you'll manage just fine. The two types are the roll check and the static check. What's the roll check? The roll check is indicated by the name of one of your skills, your modifier to that stat, and the difficulty to check. Doing a roll check means rolling a d20 or a 20-sided dice, adding your modifier, and hoping it's higher than the target number. Even if you have amazingly high or frustratingly low stats, you can always fail or succeed a roll check immediately by rolling 1 or 20 respectively. These count as criticals and bypass all modifiers. In short, rolling a 20 always succeeds and rolling a 1 always fails. Try to understand. Success! Dark value of 7. Okay, that's easy enough to understand. Great job. Is there anything else you want to know? Okay, what's static check? Compared to roll checks, static checks are simple. A static check is invisible to you unless you fulfill its conditions. Static checks can be spotted by their appearance, the relevant stat, followed by indicator of how high or low that stat needed to be for that option to show up. For example, someone with high detection will notice things someone with low detection won't and are given the option to act on that. You misspelled detection on purpose so you could illustrate your point by having a number of different checks at varying levels at the same time. That's high detection. Bingo. Of course, static checks apply to all stats and require either very low stats or very high ones, and that's about it. Any other questions? I understand everything works now. I'm ready. Thank you for your time, and thanks for all your hard work here at Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. Pete, 3 knocks in your cubicle and the creepy smell of coffee. You already know who's coming to see you.
Hey, man. Is that the evaluation form? Almost done?
Yep, what's up?
Not much.
Takes a sip of his coffee and clears his voice.
All right, hot take. The pickle is the most important part of the burger. Change my mind.
Well, that's just not true. The burger is the most important part of the burger. Otherwise, there's no burger. But if you mean toppings-wise, I don't like pickle, so I'd have to disagree. You're just randomly asking people about it. Okay, I gotta go with 4, because that is literally what I would ask. Are you just randomly going around asking about burger toppings? Yeah, man, making the rounds, talking to the employees. It's good for morale. Also, you wouldn't believe what some people are saying. I get the feeling you're gonna tell me about it no matter what. He leans in. Jackson says it's the onions. Can you... Jake said, and then continues, can you believe that? No, that's worse than pickles, I think. Onions? Crazy talk. Absolute crazy talk. Wendy said tomato, but she's old, and I don't know what hamburgers were like back in her day. I couldn't bear telling her she was wrong. I like tomatoes, but I really like them on chicken sandwiches a lot more than on a burger. She's very wrong, though. And so are you. Super wrong. Undeniably ultra wrong. He takes another sip of his coffee. Pickle Power, dude. Pickle Power. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Oh, good. I thought you really just came to me talking about fast food. We work in a mayonnaise company. Shouldn't official company policy be that mayo is the most important? Good point. I'll go with that one. He reconsiders for a second, but eventually returns to the same conclusion. As long as we make sure to state these opinions are our own and not reflective of the company, it should be fine. Still, I might want to keep quiet about the convo outside of work. You know, precautions. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Oh, good. I thought you really just came to talk to me about fast food. I feel like it's not important, dude. I'm the CEO. I have to ask tough questions. Glad you're so confident about the answer. There's a reason I'm CEO. Pickle wisdom. I mean, not really, but I like to think that that played a part. Anyway, that's not why I came to see you. Alright, what is it? Come on, I'll show you. Sure, why not? Let's go. Echoes of light metallic taps and clanks climb their way up the ladder shaft. The low, peaceful rumbling of the bowels of Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise office building, the relaxed breathing of a giant concrete behemoth. Sounds normal, like there's no cause for alarm. Peaceful. All is well in Snacky Bay. For the first time in a while, Pete seems excited about something. Saying nothing, just bask in the glory of the elevator shaft. I gotta be sarcastic. I gotta say sarcastic tone, because that's what I would do. Amazing, an elevator shaft. I can't believe it.
That's not even the best part, dude.
Yeah, sarcasm is lost on him. Might be a good idea to remember that.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Pete takes a single deep breath as if taking the view. Pointing towards the space formerly occupied by an elevator, he clarifies, this is what I want to show you.
Remember our old boss? This is his old private elevator. After he, disappeared, there was no way of getting inside. It just sat there. Until today.
So what, did this just fall? Oh, I'm so confused. Take a step forward, carefully scanning the inside of the shaft. It must have short-circuited or something, because it just shot up through the roof this morning. I don't feel like that just happens. I feel like there's a lot of things have to take place before that can happen. But go on. Wait a minute. It shot up through the roof? Like a bullet, man. It just burst through. Some private elevator, huh? Did you check the roof? He nods. It's just a wreck. We managed to open it up, but there was nothing inside. I noticed something, though. He looks excited. Whatever this is, he could barely wait to tell you about it. Don't wait for me to ask. Just tell me. Splitting the suspense, dude. You know how the regular elevator has 10 buttons? And this one had more? The air is taken out of him. He was hoping to surprise you. Tangible disappointment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one had 11. How awesome is that? There's a secret floor. So how do we get down there? Hesitation. He didn't think of that until now. I don't know. It's kind of a high to jump. Yes, it's too high to jump. I'm not even... I'm gonna try to come up with another way. Success! Pete already went up, right? Maybe go down, except not in the shaft? Maybe the secret floor is on a lower floor. You know, on street level. Oh yeah, smart dude. How did you think of that? I have high improv. I don't know what that is. Probably means I don't have it. Anyway, should we go check the street straight away? Do you want to find the secret floor or not? Come on, let's go. Oh man, I can't wait. So we got a couple quests as well.
I feel stupid for not noticing this before.
You should. Probably. We're idiots. His surprise pass is replaced by excitement. What do you think is in there? It kind of looks like a bar. A bar? He nods with unbridled enthusiasm. Oh man, how sick would that be? This is great. This is like a little adventure, just like the old days. You're really not digging the CEO lifestyle, are you? It's not all bad, I guess. It's just mostly bad. Anyway, let's focus on this for now. Come on. Lead the way, dude. Uh-oh. It's locked, isn't it? It's locked. What's wrong? It's locked. He catches himself before gasps with Statham. I mean, I guess it isn't too surprising. What do we do? Knock on the door? Find a way to pick the lock? Try to kick the door down? Let's try to find a way to pick the lock. Ah, you stick your finger in the keyhole. I get it. I failed. Let's move on. Oh. All right, let's knock on the door. A moment passes, much like a few cars behind you. People are on the move. It's around lunchtime. No one's coming. You don't know that. My favorite phrase. I'm telling you, no one can hear you knocking. Doesn't matter how loud or politely you knock, no one is coming. Deal with it. You win this round, door. Well, you know what? All else fails, we're gonna try to kick it down. Let's go. We got it. Success. Hell yeah. Channeling the strength of 100 clam men, you lift your leg and obliterate the door with a swift kick. I'm awesome. No, you're just violent. You don't know that. Be quiet, door. Pete rushes up behind you. Nice job, dude. Let's have a look inside. Head inside. As you step in, you see a large opening to a dark room. This is probably where the elevator would be. Ahead of you, there's a small lobby-like space with a fancy door. Dude, I'm going to the fancy door. Door's unlocked and smoothly swings open. You walk in. I'm walking in.
Whoa! What is all this? This is the coolest basement I've ever seen. And I used to live in a basement.
Did you now? The smoky carpet, the dim lighting, the inescapable feeling that you've disturbed the sanctity of this place by being here outside of opening hours. This is a bar. Has to be. You're pulling my leg. There's no way you didn't know about this. I agree. This is very confusing. Someone's running a bar in the basement of an office building? Oh, it's a bar. Yeah, I see it now. Good eye, man.
It's not a bar, it's a club.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Not a bar, it's a club.
I'm Tilda. I'm the bartender.
Bartender doesn't look up from work. She's barely paying you to any mind.
It's a club! Of course. I was thinking it was a bar, but it's a club.
Each expression doesn't change a bit. He's not being sarcastic. It just got lost on him earlier. He doesn't know what sarcasm is. Didn't you used to work at the Blue Oyster Club? She stops, then looks up at you with horror. Oh God, I knew I recognized you. Give me one good reason not to throw you out right now. Chowder Boy here set fire to a glass of industrial strength alcohol, rocks, parsley, and mayonnaise inside the club while they were inside. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get that smell out? It seemed like a very. If that wasn't enough, word got out that the Blue Oyster Club was the smelliest place in Snaky Bay. Snaky Bay, huh? Crowds stopped showing up. Ted stopped showing up. Eventually, I stopped showing up as well. So how did you go between then and now? Or what did you do between then and now? National Health Department contacted me and offered me work as a consultant. Spent a few years as a toxicologist. A what? An expert on poison. Turns out it's not that different from being a mixologist. A what? Bartender. Eventually I missed the job though, so I quit and these guys hired me. Turns out I'm just so sociable and sweet that I can't stay away from working hospitality. I'm just that much of a people pleaser. Oh, what? Shut up. I'm drawing a blank here, so let's just zoom past this to a point where we're friends again. Glares. Lots and lots of glares. Glaring upon and glaring. Then she collects herself and takes a deep breath. Listen, we can put it behind us, but we're not friends. Remember that. How long have you been in the basement?
Only since this morning. I sleep at home.
Hey, me too. What are the
I
odds?
sleep at the office, but I also sleep at home, so it evens out.
The club's been here about 3 months. I started working here 2 months ago when I left my last gig.
Doesn't acknowledge the comment. I'm Clam Man.
You don't say.
I'm Pete. This is the coolest club I've ever seen.
You haven't seen many clubs, have you?
I barely know what a club is.
I barely know what this guy is so dumb. It's funny. He shakes his head enthusiastically and turns to you. What is there between a bar and a club?
Both serve drinks, clubs serve entertainment.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you something else. What kind of club is this
The
exactly?
funny kind.
The basement kind.
This dude is hilarious.
No, the comedy kind.
Of course.
Of course.
It's a comedy club. That's what they tell me anyway.
Pete's eyes light up. He gusta this mucho. A comedy club in the basement of my own company. Wait, he said they? How is this legal? How come no one knew about this? Because we haven't opened yet. Like I said, the place has been here for a couple months. We barely had time to get things in working condition. Switched over the bar for a second. Well, I say working condition. Pete squints, his tone ever so slightly tinted with a hint of authority. How come we didn't know, though? This is our building. We own it. Look at Fish Boy here, so confident all of a sudden. She looks up at Pete, who quickly becomes void of any trace of authority. You don't own the basement. City law. Anything beneath the ground floor can be rented out without the consent of the post-surface owner. Well, that doesn't seem right. Wouldn't it be pre-surface? You're going to argue semantics on this? Really? I still don't get what the mail has to do with any of this. Rented out? By who? The city. All income goes directly to the city. Not sure exactly to what, but this is what we were told. The city does not own Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise, and I'm pretty sure we own the building. That's the way the law works. I know it's weird. They passed it a few years ago, and we all know how corrupt the last mayor was. The conversation goes silent. All three of you know very well that's true. Pete looks uncomfortable. She clears her throat, breaking the silence. Anyway, maybe something good can't come out of it. Anyway, city law says they can rent it out however they please. That's that. Rent it out without consent? That can't be right. You better believe it, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Let me ask about something else. You said they, so this isn't your club? Nope, I just take care of the bar. So who owns it? They're at one of the tables. Talk to them instead, not me. She points towards the empty table and chairs. From one of the corners, you hear voices in conversation. I'm gonna talk to the owners. See you later, Tilda. You go on ahead, man. I'm gonna take this place in. Comedy club, in the basement of my own company. Sure, I'll be right back. He doesn't respond. He's overcome with awe, smiling like a kid. Okay. That's options. Clam elevating movement. Day 1, quest journal. The Clam elevating movement. Through a series of unbelievable circumstances, an elevator has left its shaft, revealing a secret floor. You should get down there. There's probably some interesting plot to be had. You were smart enough to realize it might be a good idea to check for entrances from the outside. You met Toad in the basement and she directed you to the owners. That's that. What about this? Right-click a joke to learn more about it. Ooh, okay. He's silent, as awe-struck as you left him. You alright there, man? I hate being a CEO, man. I hate it. Honestly, dude, I've been depressed. It's taken me down. You're the only person I like hanging out with, and you technically work for me. That sucks. I hate how that feels. He sighs. Today is the first time I felt good in a long time. It's like I forgot what that feels like. I'm telling you, dude, this is the start of something great, something new. I had no idea, man. I'm so sorry. Listen, that's in the past now. I want to get out of this slump. I've wanted to for a long time. To have fun again. He chuckles to himself and gestures to the empty club. This is fate, right? It's certainly a welcome coincidence. He couldn't stop smiling if he tried. Yeah, it is. No! Three owners seem to be deep in thought. The large guy and the short girl either don't notice you or don't pay you any mind. It's hard to tell. The guy on your left, however, sees you approach and brightens up a little.
Whoa, fresh face. Hey man, how's it going? How did you get in here?
Didn't we lock the door? Al, didn't you lock the door?
The girl looks up at you with a frown.
Yeah, I locked the door. Look, sorry man, we're not open.
The guy across the table leans back and gives you a look.
Guys, come on, we were just talking about this.
About random dudes breaking in and strolling up to us like they're expecting casual conversation. What conversation were you having?
Clay, I get what you're saying.
Gestures towards you.
This isn't it.
Isn't what? People? We need people. Even if it's just one person.
Hi, I'm Clam Man.
I mean, yeah.
She stifles a laugh, but cracks a smile.
Resolved.
Mystery solved. I like her though. I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
Don't worry, man. tensions are a little high. We're just dealing with something.
That's an
sighs.
understatement. I'm Al.
Yeah, hi. I'm Edna.
I'm Clayton. Welcome to the Poseidon. This is our club.
He gestures towards his companion. Why are you guys running a comedy club in our
We've
basement?
always wanted to run a comedy club
He leans in.
into the ground.
Ha.
Love what you've done with the place.
Dude. I mean, we haven't done much. It's a start.
Most of the interior is done. Bar's done too.
All we need now is to lure a crowd into the basement. I know, it sounds like a lot of fun.
So who are you guys? We're comedians. No kidding. No, lots of kidding. Me and Edna were doing the same venues, got to know each other. Al here just got back into doing live stuff. Got tired of corporate gigs and open mics and bars. Figured it was time Snacky Bay got a real club. Club for comedians, run by comedians. Sounds awesome. When are you guys opening? The owner shared a defeated sigh. We're supposed to open tonight, so in about 9 hours. I sense a butt, and we sense a lack of butts in seats. Huh. We didn't like that, yeah. We sort of neglected doing any marketing. Me and my friend didn't even know you guys were here. We work in the same building. No shit. Alice contemplating something and eventually asks you, "You're not doing anything right now, are you?" Should be at work, honestly. But you're not, so you can scratch that one off. What Edna and Al are trying to say is you can use your help, if you're up for it. Help with what? Getting the word out. Letting people know we're opening, that we exist. I mean, you came across our secret underground illegal lair. You're going to tell someone no matter what, right? Sure. Wait. Like the police? Sure, chances are they'll just laugh at you, though. Tell everyone else so they can come laugh at us instead. Fine, I'll get the word out. Sweet, thanks, man. That's a huge load off our shoulders. Coincidentally, you feel like a huge load's been placed on you. Weird, huh? That's one problem solved. On to the next, I guess. We're one act short of a show. Everyone we know is booked. Right now, it's just 3 of us. Clayton nods, chuckles. You don't have to do stand-up, do you? Well, we're gonna think of a joke. Here we go. Yeah, you guys are comedy nerds. Hit them with some classic deadpan. My boss is hard to convince, so when I told him I needed a day off because I hurt my foot, I really had to nail it. That's so dry. I like it. What a dad joke. The father of all jokes. She snickers. Shut up. Not bad. It's definitely a start. If you're up for it, we need another comic for the opening. There's a first time for everything. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? A lynch mob. They're a real riot. Great, we've got a full show. Yay! Just kidding. Appreciate it, my dude. Yeah, don't worry. We're just fucking around. You'll do fine. Alright, here's the plan. We get the place ready for tonight. Tilda gets the bar in top shape, and you get in touch with a newspaper or something. Get the word out. How does that sound? So, how do I get the word out? Doesn't bother running around telling random people. Find someone with reach. A journalist, a media guy, something like that. Try to make the news if you can. Alright, totally do this. Awesome. Alright, we'll get everything set up here. Come back when you have some jokes, and we'll help you workshop. Don't stress too much about it, alright? Anything can be made funny. Good luck, my dude. Oh, and let your friend know before you go. I'm worried he's going to stand there forever if you don't. He's silent as awestruck as you left him. Got some news for you, buddy. He doesn't take his eyes off the sea of chairs and tables. Oh yeah? What's up? I'm going to do stand-up. His jaw hits the floor. No way, no way. My best friend is going to be a comedian? Dude, that's awesome. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, dude, don't worry. You'll do great. I'm sure of it. What are you going to joke about? Office work? That whole conspiracy ordeal from a few years ago? Sounds like an idea, actually. We'll do whatever it is you're going to kill it. Take as much time off from work as you want, dude. I mean it. I guess we should get going. Are you done here? Sure, let's go. Lead the way, man. I guess we can exit the way we came. Alright, let's get out of here.
Mystery solved, huh? It's a comedy club. In the basement of my own company.
Takes a deep breath and exhales. How awesome is that? I certainly didn't think that's where all this was leading to. Oh, dude, me neither. That was like top 50 most unlikely things to happen today. It's a weird number. That's a weird thing to say. Am I friends with this guy again? You're all he's got. Be nice. Almost top 40. You know what? Definitely top 40 now that you mention it. He stops for a second to let out a short sigh. You gotta get back to work, man. You take the day off, though. You got to work on your routine. You know what? Take as many days off as you like. I can't wait to see you up on stage cracking jokes. Thanks, dude. Dude, of course. I gotta run. I'll see you later, alright? See you, Pete. The street is empty, which in turn makes it easy to notice the little things. And the most dominant little thing right now is the man across the street outside the cafe. Looks like he wants to talk to you. Your call, Chief. Click the checkmark symbol on the lower left side of the screen to view your quests. It's a map. Come one, come all. You promised to get the word out. Let Snacky Bay know about the Poseidon and the opening night. You were talked into performing on the opening night of Poseidon. You'll need 3 good jokes. When you're ready, return to Poseidon and let the triad know. Alright. Sit across the street. So let's talk to this dude. See what's up. Dirt and dust are gathering in the lanky mackerel's mop. It's unclear whether or not it's intentional. Hey, you! You notice an embroidered name on his apron. Mac. I saw you leaving across the street. You with those people? Those people? He lifts the mop off the asphalt and pokes the air towards the other side of the street. The comics. Oh, yeah, I am. He grunts. His mopping intensifies to the handle almost snaps. Why did you ask about Poseidon? Because I know what kind of business. I know it's bad business. It'll be gone within a week. Trust me. The club will be gone? Why? He looks away. You'll see. Hey, why are you mopping the asphalt? Because we're closed and I'm not going to pay someone to do something I can handle by myself anyway. No, why are you mopping the asphalt? Because it has to be done. But why? He stops, exhales, and grits his teeth at you. Do you want to mop the asphalt? No, I don't. I don't see why anyone would mop the asphalt in the first place. Clearly you never worked in the hospitality. Psh. I still don't get it. I don't care. Figure out why he's mopping the asphalt. I gotta figure this out. He's not just mopping the asphalt, he's mopping it with something. Wait, what? Oh, you're mopping it with something. He looks up and around, dumbfounded. Wow. Well, you got, yes, I'm mopping it with something. What are you mopping it with? He screams at him. He's just done with his shit. Eventually, the Eldritch incantations are incomprehensible. You don't get to know. Now knock it off. Oh, okay. That was weird. Almost comical, you could say. I'm getting a joke out of this. Do you want one? Yeah? You got number 6. Mop the floor. Oh, getting to the side? Yeah, I am. He grunts. His mop test by the hand almost snaps. Whatever you say. See ya. That was amazing. Oh, that was awesome. Oh. Everyone's favorite homeless conspiracy theorist and one of your oldest friends is Snacky Bay. You can't tell what he's reading, but he's tearing through whatever book it is. His eyes don't leave the page as he acknowledges you. Just a second. His reading intensifies as he tears through the current pages in a matter of seconds. There. Sorry, I was in the middle of a really good part. What's up? Let's see. Good book, huh? Really good book. He turns the front towards you so you can read it. It says, Temporality, Just a Prawn in Time, written by Magnus Adam. He turns the cover towards himself, studying it as he continues. Strange mix of fiction, autobiography, and philosophy. That is a strange mix. But it works surprisingly well, I might add. It's a story about time travel, essentially. The main character is, quite obviously, a representation of the writer in his own work. Quite obviously. Anyway, it's not the story itself that's the most strange part. It's the way the book deals with time. What is time to you? Something I consistently seem to be without. Time is stupid and I don't respect it. Same as everyone else, I guess? Series of events? I'm not sure. I have no opinion about time, I'm sure time has no opinion to me. Time is stupid and I don't respect it. Setting aside the idea that time is or isn't stupid, what would you say time as a phenomenon is? Here, I'll give you a clearer question instead. Is time linear? Is time linear? See, I would say yes. Yes and no. I'm gonna say yes and no. How about that? He smirks. How diplomatic. Indulge me. If you had to pick one, which would it be? Yes or no? I would say yes. Why? Because I said so. Hard to argue with that, he chuckles. So let's say time is the transition of past to present. Does that mean time is a linear flow from point A to point B? One-dimensional? If so, does it have a start and an end? And if so, where are those endpoints? If we have time to respond, he lets out a laugh. Ah, they're just questions, brain teasers without answers. That's just what the book is about, relativity and topology of time. How we represent time and how we perceive time, as well as how that shapes our view of the concept. You're saying you're trained to become a time wizard? Sounds like an interesting read. You borrow it after I'm done. Anyway, I'm sorry to have derailed this entire conversation. Is there something you want to talk about? Inspect the sign next to him. In large, bold letters, the words, "The duck is nigh," a warning, but a hopeful one. Bill notices you looking at it. You want it? I forget. What's the whole duck thing about? The duck? You don't remember? The Duck of Truth is Snacky Bay's very own vigilante superhero. A crime-fighting Anatid... What the f... Anatidae? Is that how you say that?
Anatidae.
Who knows kung fu and makes everyone in his vicinity super honest. We didn't know much about him until a few years ago when he foiled the plan the corrupt mayor put into action. You should know. You were there. This all happened in Clam Man 1. Got it. And after that, the story spread. People became aware of the DOT. He stopped being a myth and started being an actual person. He looks over at the sign. No more use for that thing. That's a post-nigh sign. So are you not a conspiracy nut anymore? Again, the preferred term for conspiracy nut is either drama queen or conspiracy enthusiast. And to answer your question, not really. After I stopped raising awareness about the duck, I picked up new hobbies. He raises his book. Turns out that reading and educating yourself is kind of counterproductive to conspiracy theory. How? Reading makes you less stupid, and conspiracy theory kind of requires you to be stupid. That's growth. That is character growth. I like it. I don't even know this dude from the first one. I can tell he's grown as a person. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Alright, let's talk about something else. Such as... I'll leave you to your reading. Bye, Bill. Thanks, talk to you later. He wets his finger and turns another page. Huh? Yeah, that's a mammoth. And he's still there even after you rub your eyes and pinch your arm. Stands frozen at the end of the alley, as if guarding an entrance to some secret forgotten valley. One of the few things grounding the fuzzy monstrosity in reality is a name tag, just barely visible underneath the fur. It reads in bold capitalized letters, Woolly. Is it alive? It's very still, underwater, and in an alleyway. What do you think? So it's dead, mounted. It's almost certainly dead. Almost? Well, nothing is 100% certain, not even the deadness of said mammoth. That's not a word. There's not a word. Deadness, lethality, deathability, defecation, whatever. Shut up. Why is there a mammoth here? Who knows? You could try asking it or just figure it out. Deuce it, Sherlock. Ask the mammoth where it came from. Roll the deuce where the mammoth came from. Ooh. Wow. Target of 10. We got it barely. Look at the feet. The pads are scratched post-mortem, but not by claws or natural terrain. The even damage and almost sawtooth-like lacerations indicate contact with some form of grated metal, potentially that of a lightweight loading bay. The fur around the legs has grip marks as well. Hairs are still pressed down, which suggests they were at some point gripped tightly. The positioning, however, suggests a fulcrum intended to turn the mammoth rather than lift it. It must have been maneuvered on and off level platforms by hand. Since the hair was never combed back up, stands to reason that display was no concern for whoever moved it here. It's been stowed away to be forgotten. Big mammoth came on forklift. I would say it was dumped here, presumably from a closed museum. Bingo. Damn, I'm good. Now the question is, why is it here? Who brought it here? Oh yeah, time to snoop. How exciting. Woolly the mammoth? Woolly mammoth. Later's mammoth. Got a new quest? There's a mammoth in the alleyway behind the Poseidon. Where'd it come from? Full disclosure, you won't be solving this anytime soon, but keep your eyes open. Poseidon, basement of Snacky Bay Prime Mayonnaise. Backstage of the Poseidon. Okay, Torlet. Haha, very funny. Who's the comedian? All of us presumably blame Edna. I can't even reach that high, asshole. Green room. Checks out. After a closer look, you recognize some of the posters. They were in the first game. A movie poster for Jonah and the Whale. On the subtitles, you spot Al's name, credited as writer. Gagfest. Weird name, but you notice two names on the list. Edna Gomez and Clayton Holm. 88 keys to carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay. Doesn't stink of beer and spit. Must be new. When you look just like to the right, you spot another brick in the wall. And then another. Let's exit here. Let's head downtown. Bunch of teens. The dice rattle and clack against the concrete as the faded faces tumble up. Right now, it seems fate has settled on a 3 and a 4.
Ha! 7! This is the comeback, baby!
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. My luck is gonna turn, isn't it? It's turning right now. I can see the backside of my luck. Oh, God.
Ah, what's up, Druk?
Now you're
work. Got fired again?
Now your former landlord's daughter sees you coming and greets you with a salute. I'll have you know, Nat, that I got the week off.
Oh, sweet. How come?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I'm going to be a stand-up comedian.
Seriously? That's kinda cool.
Nat's taken aback. She brushes her bangs from her face with a surprised expression. Why, though? I'd ask if that was a joke, but that would be weirdly contradictory. Okay, just got strong-armed into it. She smiles. That does sound like you. No will of his own? Shut it. You don't get to make fun of Clammy. That's my job. She grins. Starfish just kind of listens, but in a really awkward way. How you been, Nat? Same old, I guess. Bored most of the time. Guess your stand-up career might be the beginning of the end for that, huh? She smirks. You let minors into wherever you're performing, right? Shouldn't you be in school? Or doing something productive? I'm doing the same as you, man. Hanging out, figuring stuff out. How's Ivan? How's your dad? She shrugged. He's all good. We're renovating the second block next week. He's telling me I'll be running things when he's too old. I'm not really feeling the landlord business. What about landlady? You better have better jokes for your show, Clammy. I wanted to ask you something else. Uh-huh. How do you make people laugh, Nat? She grins. You don't. People will laugh at whatever they want to laugh at. Doesn't matter how funny a joke is. The only thing that matters is whether or not people want to laugh at it. Preach. Yeah, church. What the fuck does that even mean, Olive? I'm not sure that really helps, Nat. She shrugs. I'm not sure it's supposed to either. Just don't worry so much. I guess if you're doing stand-up at a club for stand-up, people will be there hoping to enjoy themselves. Maybe. You gotta skedaddle. See you later, kids. Nat smiles in amused disbelief choice of words. Sure. See you, Clammy. What's this? What's this entering apartment, huh? Linda is bouncing with joy in such short intervals she might as well be vibrating. Close to her chest, she clutches a notepad tight enough to crease the cardboard cover.
Over here! Hey!
She calls you over with palpable excitement and glee. Realizing how loud she's being, she lowers her voice and leans in.
Listen, I've got it. I've got the single greatest, realest theory ever.
The vibrations intensify, causing her voice to slightly wobble. It's safe to say you've never seen her this excited for anything ever before. I mean, star vibration. Should I be seated for this? I'm glad to start overselling it. Could have ruined the wow factor. She leans in, beaming. I promise you, this is better than anything you've ever heard or ever will hear. This is the realest your life is ever going to get. Think of how depressing that might be. It's depressing, all right. It's all downhill from here. From here. Well, I say downhill. You're more of a pile. Start vibrating. Should I be seated for this? She pondered her question very seriously, her eyes darting around the room to find a chair capable of receiving a blow of infinite realness. Might be a good idea. No. Can't wait. But on seat or not, you need to hear this straight away. All right, let's hear it. An elated screech barely makes its way through her clenched teeth. She's trying to keep her cool, but her vibrations have now reached a frequency where her hair is starting to curl. If she could actually physically explode, this would be the moment.
Okay. So,
In between attempts to control her breathing, she starts explaining. She closes her eyes, retaining composure, opens them up, and looks at you with the conviction of a globally renowned scientist who is evidently totally convinced about something.
you know how everyone is really awkward.
Wait, everyone is really awkward? You already lost me. It's a fact, it's science. Everyone is super awkward, but just how awkward is super awkward? Now let's mention it, yeah, go on.
Ever quantified awkwardness? No one has ever created a scale for being socially inept. Until now, I present to you.
She adjusts, preparing herself to deliver the coup de grace. Patiently await the realest theory of all time.
Mistaken Metro exit scale.
She's hearing the applause and elation, a deafening symphony of cheer and rejoice. This is her peaking. She'd probably like it if you sounded excited as her. I gotta try to come up with a more clever name than that. Barely. Wow, on a 10. Why not? The subway slip system. Get some alliteration in there. Slightly surprised, Linda considers suggestion. That's not bad, actually. Let's put a pin in that. All right, anyway, let me give you the details. Basically, there are 5 levels on the scale, 1 to 5. 0 doesn't count because no one is 0 awkward. These 5 levels are determined by how any subject will act in a certain situation, which I'll get to in a second. First, I'm going to give you some parameters. A metro station has 2 exits, exit A and exit B. In this evaluation, the subject's preferred exit is exit A since it's closer to where they're going. Exits A and B are on the opposite side of the platform. Do you follow so far? I think so. The station has 2 exits. You want to go to exit A. Exit B is on the other side of the platform. Great. She adjusts her stance as if to seem more scientific and knowledgeable. Now, to place someone on the scale, we have to imagine a situation. Picture this. You get off at the station. You manage to cover a little bit of distance in one direction, believing you're heading to exit A, when you suddenly realize you're going the wrong way. What do? Let's see. Turn around? No biggie? Oh man, that's embarrassing. I guess I'll just turn around. Maybe some kind of gesture or face to acknowledge it in case someone is watching. Breaking the cold sweat. Oh crap. Just keep going. So I turn around now. I've committed. Someone might notice. I just turn around. No biggie. Huh. I expected you to end up on level 1 on the scale, but there you go, I guess. It's science, so it's pretty much infallible. And there you go. We've successfully quantified awkwardness in a way that everyone can understand. Okay, so wait. I got some questions about your scale. What's a level 1 on the MMES? Level 1 just turns around and heads for exit A. She points a finger at you, emphasizing her following point. However, it doesn't mean they're not embarrassed. The MMES takes physical action into account, but just because someone at a level 1 doesn't mean they won't think about their mistake for the rest of the day. The level 1 will try to get out of the station as soon as possible, but won't do anything out of the ordinary to acknowledge them messing up. Okay, what about level 2? The focal difference between level 1 and level 2 is that the latter responds by signaling their self-awareness. They'll visibly roll their eyes, throw their head back, or in some other manner showing their frustration and acknowledgement of the situation. The level 2 knows it's being watched, always, so it needs to show that it may have made a mistake, but was intelligent enough to be aware of it. A level 2 or higher also can't think of anything else than that mistake on their way out of the station. Level 3. This is where things get interesting. Level 3 cannot live with their mistakes, so they'll make an effort to exteriorize. She grabs her phone, pointing to it. This is the most common scapegoat. Level 3 could pick up their phone and pretend to read a message or answer a call. They'll then make believe that they just got told to go somewhere else than their original destination. I might be level 3. Leaving the phone to her ear, she continues, "Hi, really? I was on my way to A, but... Oh, okay, I guess I'll go to B instead. Thanks." She puts her phone away, raising an eyebrow. It's now no longer my fault I'm turning. I'm not being awkward. Circumstances just changed. Bonus points if you roll your eyes or sigh loudly while putting your phone away. This is what the level 3 is all about, making excuses. Doesn't have to be a phone either, it could be anything. The level 3 is the kind of person in the class or workplace that makes sure everyone knows why they messed up or didn't perform well enough. They need people to believe they're not responsible. It's actually not so much me though. I mean, in that specific situation in the subway, I could see myself thinking about doing something like that. But I wouldn't do it. So maybe level 2. Because like at work, I would never, you know, care what people thought. Level 4 actually get pretty awkward, right? Oh, level 4 is very awkward. Level 4s get tunnel vision. They can only think about their mistake and how embarrassed they are. So they lose any ability to make rational decisions. They break out into cold sweat. They start frenetically looking around for people who might be watching. The level 4 just keeps walking. They use exit B. Doesn't matter if they're adding 30 minutes to our trip. They're completely unable of turning around. They've committed. Jonathan level 4 is proud or more decisive. Level 4 is handicapped by their awkwardness. They're so awkward they can't think straight. What's the absolute max number of awkwardness? Number 5? Okay, so a level 5 on the MMES is a serious thing. They're also very rare, but do exist. Level 5 is so awkward that it stops working. What happens scientifically when a level 5 triggers an awkward event is somewhat unclear. My study suggests that every single synapse in their brain fires off at once, effectively short-circuiting them. Oh boy. Level 4 acts irrationally, but does so based on its mistake. It continues on its unfortunate trajectory. The level 5 becomes completely illogical. We're talking running around circles, screaming, crying, breaking down, melting into a puddle on the platform. Eventually shutdown of all motor functions. Anything higher than a 5? If there is, I've never seen it. Technically, it's possible that someone is so awkward they start to affect and even bend gravity, literally sinking to the ground. He considers her previous statement, frowning. Level 5 is a danger to itself, but anything above would, I suppose, be a threat to everything and everyone around it. Determine whether or not this applies to you. Wow. You rolled a natural 20. Holy crap. Nothing has ever applied to you more than this. You're superhumanly awkward. Wait, is she looking at you? She knows. She knows. No, wait. She's looking at your pants. They're stained? That's the wrong color. Maybe a color that was recently tied to something super bad. Oh boy, this is bad. This is really bad. You're in trouble. Now you're going down. They're gonna lock you away unless you create a tear in space-time right now. Yes, that's the only way you can escape. What? Sure. Sure, I open up a tear in space-time and escape. Really? Okay, well, sure. Yeah, you can try. Dynamics, impossible. I want to see what happens. Do it. You didn't think this would actually work, did you know? You tried concentrating, focusing. After standing around for a minute looking like you're about to grab yourself, you reassess the situation for both your and Linda's sake. This was awkward for both of you. Okay, you still there? Alright, that's all I want to know. So what are you planning to do with this revolutionary breakthrough? You have to prove it. That's how science works. You can have all the theories you want, but they're not worth a thing unless you can reproduce them, prove them. Test groups, surveys, what's your plan? I'm not going to do anything, probably. She seems pensive, overlooking her nose. It's just for fun. There's not actual scientific need for the MMES. I honestly don't have time to do any of that field research. Doesn't matter anyway. But what level of the scale are you on, Linda? Level am I? I'm, not sure. I haven't been to the Metro in a really long time, to be honest. The whole theory is based on Metro behavior. Figured you would have spent a lot of time there. Oh, right. No, I just hear a lot about it. A lot of people post stuff about their insecurities and anxieties online, and I've sort of formed a theory around that. It's all based on my personal experience, not just my personal experience. Try to discern how high. Wow. 0? I don't know. This is science, not guesswork. You can't just go around placing you on arbitrary scales. Like, fine. I really want to get that one. Here's an idea. Do it all online. Polls, surveys, easy. I could, I guess. It would take a lot of time, though. I'm not sure if the scientific community would accept the results. I guess I could try. That's gonna take a while. You could help, too, speeding things up. Or not. It's up to you. This way, you don't have to promise anything. Hey, if you handle the paperwork and all that stuff, I can take care of the field research. You know what? Earlier, when I told you she was excited and happy, it pales in comparison to what's happening now. Are you serious? Really? Yes, I'd love that. Let's do this. So what exactly do you need to test the theory? I need data, I suppose. There's determination and pragmatism in her voice. She continues, we don't have the time and resources to test this on 1,000 people. I think the best course of action is to find a true level 1 and a true level 6, I guess. We document their responses and use that data to gain more traction. He studies you, but I don't think we can use ourselves for the study. It doesn't seem very scientific. Then with more traction, we have the attention to potential funding to actually pursue the theory in a greater scope. Got it. I need to find someone not awkward at all, someone who's incredibly awkward, interview them, and bring the data back to you. Sweet. All right, I'll be on my way. Good luck. And don't be a stranger. I'm here whenever. Mostly the previous tenant stuff. Moved out 2 years ago and Linda moved in. Haha, here'd you look. It reads danger, danger, high voltage. There's more, but the rest has been scrubbed out. No need to knock, she's already in the stairwell. This is my apartment. A few games in the Nintendo Clutch. What a name. You bought that thing back when flat screen was still a selling point. Tiny green seaweedy tendrils hang over the sides of the plant. The plant's been neglected. Suddenly, a few of them shift and move, and the plant speaks up with a gruff voice. Yeah, what? Why are you so cranky? Oh, I wonder why I'm cranky. You'd think I'd love being a plant stuck inside a house, our natural habitat. Are you hungry? I know that's when I get cranky. Of course I'm cranky. Stuck here in this godforsaken pot in the godforsaken apartment. The houseplant grunts, continues quietly, and yes, I'm very, very hungry. Sounds like cranky talk to me. I'll get something to eat. Hurry, I'm starving here. Okay, plant, bye. Whatever. Okay, so I didn't think this prologue was going to be that friggin' long. But I will continue this next time. If you like what you saw, that like, hit that subscribe button at the bottom, you know that place. Go comment, share the video, you know, if you like it. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, stay blessed, my friends. Bye.